This whole thing started off as like kind of like some mad scientist reaction to a lot of stuff that I was reading, that people were saying that the quality of the soil is not good. I was finding out what was missing from the soil and therefore missing in the food, because I was feeling for a while that I wasn't getting any power from what I was eating, which led me to having a habit of consuming stimulants because I wasn't feeling the same power I used to when I was younger from the food. I think a lot of people would say it might be down to age, but I wasn't buying that. I felt there was something wrong with my ability to absorb power, to ingest power. And because of the path that gives me pleasure, which is movement and goals and bettering myself, constantly having the energy to do that is a must for me. So I thought, okay, if it's missing in the soil, then I'll put those nutrients in my body to help ingest the food. Lethargy is an indication that the brain is not getting what it needs, and the kind of evidence of that is being drawn towards stimulants, coffee, tea, stimulant drinks, pre-workouts, all of these type of things. So I started to mineralize my body to supplement, and then I started to study things that would make my cells more absorbent, like MSM. And then all of a sudden I didn't want stimulants anymore. I cut the path of wanting to feel vitalized by sugars, and I used fats instead. And there wasn't so much of the anxiety, but I was still very bright. Good fats like avocado and stuff. And I think the stack that I was starting to develop then produced a lot of creative ideas from the brain to move. In my approach, I found that I was getting these philosophical stories from myself as suggestions of life. So instead of fighting, which has an end, it was suggested to me by me to move. So instead of wanting to connect with an elbow on a target, it was about making the perfect shape strike. It wasn't about fighting people anymore. It was about executing the perfect technique of that particular strike, poise and body shape. And in the execution of these movements, if there happens to be a combatant, my objective is not the person. My objective is to execute the movement, and if during that process, moving forward to finishing the combination, that person breaks or becomes unconscious or moves out of the way, then that's the byproduct. So I found myself in a situation where I was in receipt of a free gift that kept multiplying, suggestions of movement and art and tasks. And that was the positive byproduct of watching what I eat, absorbing that energy into my body, respecting the mind, mineralizing, and finding out what each part of the body needs on a micro level for it to be grateful and then give me a gift to increase my quality of life. and adventure. I study what I need. I give that to myself, and as a result, the boundaries in my life start to open up. Creativity starts to flood in. Quality of life starts to present itself. And I'm journeying into places internally and externally that I've never ever been before. That no drug or alcohol has ever given me the freedom to do. In fact, they actually constricted my life and made it very thin, small and confined. Now, I'm free. I think the only thing that got me here is love. And now I know the meaning of love yourself, because yourself is each of these parts that need to work in harmony, and each one of them need your attention, and they need you to be attentive, and they need you to be caring and respectful, and to give them their very minimal needs. And in return, you get massive possibilities.